Good morning, guys. So as you could just see, I just woke up and I am filming a day in my life. I'm going to show you everything what I get up to just in a normal work day in my life. My previous work related video was when I had training, so that was a lot different than what I will be doing today. So I need to do something. Yeah, I need to get ready. Obviously I don't look that great now, so give me a minute. I will fast forward and then subscribe to my channel, like this video, and then also follow me on Instagram if you would like to, because there's a lot of updates on just what I do in the normal day in my life. And yeah, you can follow me there. Cue, my mother is calling, so I'm gonna answer that and then start doing my makeup. I just quickly ate some boiled eggs. I ate 2 boiled eggs. That's usually what I have in the mornings, but I usually take it with me to work and I'll eat it there. But I was just super hungry this morning, so I ate that just off camera because it's just boiled eggs, nothing exciting. And now I'm just looking at my cupboard, focus, because usually in the evening I would put my clothes ready for the next day, but I didn't do that yesterday evening. So I'm just gonna grab my clothes. It is currently like, I think it's like 16 degrees on average, which it is cold if there's wind and all that stuff. And then here around 3 o'clock it's a little bit warmer. But I'm just gonna grab something. Let me see what I'm gonna wear, and then I will pack my lunch and do all the other stuff to get ready for work. Okay, so I am all dressed. I just want to put on my jewelry, my necklace that I wear every single day. This is what my parents bought me. It's my Swarovski necklace, and then just my everyday earrings, which I bought on the airport in Denmark. Okay, now just want to show my favorite perfume. This is the Joy from Dior. Saying that weird. This is the Joy from Dior, and it's my first time I bought myself like an expensive, like a proper expensive perfume. I always treat my parents with, like, you know, like I love, why isn't it focusing? I always love treating other people, like the loved ones, my loved ones, like my parents and my sisters. And it was time to spoil myself, so I bought myself that perfume. And for now I just like make up my bed, but I do it very like roughly, not like all perfect. What I am wearing, so I'm literally just wearing this dress. Excuse my washing in the background, I need to put that away when I get back home. And just like a plain top tucked in, leggings, and my plain work shoes. And just one thing that I wanted to mention is at our office, because I am currently working from my employer's, like my company's offices, so not at the client, which is awesome because then I can dress like, you just need to look like presentable, you know. So you can dress casual, like some people go with jeans and like sneakers. I do also sometimes, like a Friday or a day where I just don't want to dress up. So now let me just park you here on my blender. I just want to grab my food that I will be taking with me to work. So I made a vegetable lasagna, and I don't have any fruit, so I might buy fruit at the canteen, or I'll just skip a fruit for today, or I'll eat it this evening when I get back home. But let me see. So this is what the lasagna looks like. If you can see. Usually I will put like a salad next to this, but that's not possible because I don't have any salad in my fridge. I am very bad today. I need to go and buy a few things, so I'll take you with me later to Albert Heijn to just buy food for this evening and just some fruit and stuff. It's difficult to close that, but I'm basically just going to put that in my bag. This is my bag that I literally just take this. My laptop fits in, then I take like a separate bag to put all my food in, and my water. I take water, I take my own tea, and then I am going to jump on my bicycle. The only other thing that I do is when I'm all dressed, I pull up my blinds. So okay, I am back home now. Oh, it's an awesome feeling when I just come through that door and you have your entire work day behind you and still have a lot of hours left of your day, and you don't have to spend any of that on work, which is just an awesome feeling. So usually, like I said, like in the mornings I get up at, I think I did mention that, I'm not sure, but at 20 past 7 is usually the time I will wake up, and then I'll jump on my bicycle at 8 o'clock. Our work only starts at 9, but I think it's the South African in me to be there earlier. So when I leave here at 8, I'm like at the office 20 past 8, yeah, around there, that time. And then I leave the office because we work 9 to 6 currently, and then I will usually leave the office around between 5 and 6 o'clock, depending on just how it's going and all of that stuff. So usually, literally the first thing that I do once I come in is I put my bag down. My bag is down there. I already took my laptop up because I'm going to use that now. And I just literally, I want to take off my work shoes that I've on. I want to take that off, and I'm just quickly going to do a little bit of house stuff. So I'm gonna, where can I put you that you can see? I'm just going to pull. So I've got my washing, yeah, I'm just pulling the rack so I can put everything away. So I'm literally going to take like 10 minutes just putting stuff away. I've got my pajamas still here from this morning, so I'm gonna fast forward while I just put a few things. Like this is literally, once I get back, this is the thing I do. Or I will just change directly into like casual and comfortable clothes, but I want to do this and get it done. So okay, so my apartment feels good again. I did everything that I wanted to. Now I actually wanted to get into the work stuff and explain to you guys what I did exactly today with all my hours at work. So if you're not interested in the specifics about my work, like I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail about that, I'll put up a time when I edit the video, when I will put in a time that you can skip to if you want to see what I'm doing the rest of the evening. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to try to simulate like a proper working environment to show like literally what I would do, but in a very short explanation. So I'm going to just jump right into it. So literally once I obviously jump on my bicycle and I get to work, then I literally scan through the gates, go to the floor that we are on, which is the audit department. And this is just quickly one thing that I wanted to explain is I'm not an accountant. Obviously I'm qualified to do the job of an accountant, but I don't do like the books of a company or like do the accounting or the tax or anything like that. An auditor is a person that audits the work of the accountant, the tax people, basically audits everything that a company does. So I'm on the other side, if that makes sense. So I don't prepare anything for a company, nothing. They have their people that does the accounting. Like, let's take a visual example. So say for instance Adidas. I hope I say like Adidas is Adidas, but yeah. So you have the company Adidas. So they will obviously need their financial statements to be audited. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that, but they would want it to be audited. So they would get a company like my company to do that for them. Okay, so Adidas have their own accounting staff, their own tax people, their own regulation and people dealing with all the laws, and then you obviously have all the operational people, the marketing people. You have the entire Adidas business. Okay, now that's where we then come in. Okay, so then what we try to do is obviously we go in, and then our result is to show the public that the accounts of this company is basically okay, it's good to go. There's nothing fishy that we identified. There's nothing, obviously we don't give 100% assurance, we give limited assurance, which just means we can't go through all the transactions that occurred throughout the year for that company. Obviously not, it's impossible. We get like 3 months max usually to do like big audits. So yeah, so just to give you like an explanation of what our end goal is. So obviously we then usually work from the client's office, so we will go to Adidas and work from their like probably headquarters, wherever their finance people are, because you interact with the finance people and all of that stuff. My situation currently, the client that I'm working on, it's based in Curacao, which is an island in the Caribbean. So because of that, obviously I'm not sitting in Curacao doing my work from there. I'm sitting at our offices and I'm working from our offices, and then when we need the client for certain things, we then go out to the client. So that is what is happening in October for 2 weeks. We will fly out to the company. We'll obviously stay in Curacao and whatever, which is obviously a broad audit, and then we'll do the stuff that we need them for, like certain discussions we need to have with them, interactions, and just a lot of inquiries with the people. So we'll be there for 2 weeks, and then we go again in January. So this is just, obviously there's different ways of stuff happening. I'm just trying to explain my current audit situation. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm working from the office. It was also just to understand it, a company can be operational in another country, but it can be registered here in the Netherlands for various reasons. So that's also why you will work with, you know, with a company that's on either side of the world and work from here and all that stuff. Okay, so for today, I literally got at the office and I would switch on my laptop. So I have it here. I'm going to literally interact what I would do. So I would literally get at my desk. So it's an open floor with a lot of like, probably like a desk like this, like you can sit to like 4. It's big desks. You have your own screen that you can plug into your computer with a keyboard. I obviously have a mouse that I use, and it's like a lot of glass windows, so it's very open, very nice. And then there's also like boardrooms if you need to use a boardroom, or like just a room for one person to sit if you have a lot of calls. So depending on what you would do, you would choose where you would want to sit. But for today, I just went and I sat at the open space, the place where I usually sit, and I would literally open my laptop, put it on, get my water bottle. It will always be next to me. I will have my mouse, you know, I will just set myself up and I will stand up. I will go get myself my tea, And then the first thing I usually do is I would just go on my emails and see if there's anything important. I'll check my diary if there's like reminders I put in for myself to, like for today I had to check whether the interest rate in the US changed, because the federal government, they were supposed to announce it on the 18th. Today's the 19th. So today I put in a reminder in my diary to go and check whether they changed the exchange rate. So I'll work through those emails, see if there's something I need to respond to and whatever. Okay, currently my emails are not that busy, so then I literally just go onto my so our company has its own system that we work on based on audit. It would literally be, if you understand auditing, it would literally be your planning section, which will be all your planning work you do on a client. So that would be to, I don't know if I should go into much detail, but I'm just going to try to do it quickly. But it's like you will do all your risk assessments on the client, because audit is a very risky job. You can't just take on any client. There's a lot of requirements, like ethical stuff and just a lot of stuff you work through before you accept a client. And then you need to understand your client. So that's the planning phase. So you will literally like first do risk assessments on the client, whether you can accept it or good. Okay, then you will start with planning planning your audit engagement, which will literally be like understanding the client. You look at the external, the internal factors. You will look at the market. You will literally look at their controls to understand the entity, because looking at the controls they have in place, you can understand like how the company operates, where they have risks. So then you will do analytics. Will look like for an account, if you look at Adidas revenue, okay, we will do an analytic. We will see, okay, last year's revenue was this amount, current year it's this amount. Does it make sense that it increased with 10%? Does it make sense that the cost of sales decreased? Like we just do analysis to like year on year, to either identify risk or just to see, identify trends, or to understand the entity, to understand what happened in the current year. Was there like maybe like a big product launch and they like revenue increased, or it's literally like brainstorming. But we have templates. There's like guidance on how you do it. So audit would look similar. We use all the same templates. It's very standardized throughout the entire company. And then obviously we have manuals from the company, and then obviously our own auditing standards that guide us to know what to do. Okay, so you'll have your planning section, and then you will start executing the audit. You usually start with your internal controls of the company. You'll understand it. Then literally this templates where you get process flows from the company. You go through a lot of work to identify controls that we are going to use and test for audit purposes. And then after that, you start getting into your testing, and this is we call it substantive testing. And this is where you will have samples that you will pull. You will recalculate certain things, like say they have like a contract in the current year for something that happened and they need to account it for as an asset or whatever. Then you will recalculate that value of that asset and see, okay, we have this value. What did management have the client? What did their accounting team has as their amount? You will compare the difference, and then differences are always compared to our materiality, our CTT, which is just like threshold, like numbers. That's also another thing. So then you get like in the execution phase, where you literally get to the numbers, the detail, the calculations, which is a lot of time it's fun. Sometimes it can be boring. It will be like, they show that their bank account has €1 million in, and then we need to confirm, do they have €1 million in the bank account? And we have certain procedures that we do to get that. We'll get confirmation from the banks, so we literally check Adidas for accounting everything correctly. And I'm just using Adidas as an example because as I'm an auditor, it's a very ethical job, and I can't disclose any of my clients. I can't disclose, literally I can't go into detail. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a background of just to give you a bigger picture. But today I was stuck in that planning phase where I would look at the risk of the company, understanding the company, the environment in which it operates. So that is literally what I did the entire day. I would sit at my computer. It's usually in Excel that we work. The planning phase, however, I must say, is a lot of Word documents, a lot of like typing. It's literally like, it will be like memos and documents that you just type your understanding in. It's a lot of researching also online, and a lot of like prior knowledge that you have either of the client or just audit in general. So I would literally sit there, and then that is the tough part. Like, you sit at your computer the entire day, everything is on your computer, so you'll sit there and work and work and work. I always have music in my ears, and then you will obviously interact with your colleagues and stuff. Mainly I'm currently working on this, I won't say alone, my manager's on leave, and another guy is just like, he's on 2 audits at once, so he's not like me that's just on this audit. So, you know, I will interact with friends at the office, you know, just take a drink, go for lunch, or, you know, but other than that, you just sit at your computer the entire day, which can be tough sometimes. Like a Monday and a Tuesday, like you work and whatever, but yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it can get like boring and just like very tiring. But that's basically it. And then obviously you will communicate with your manager and your fellow colleagues. You'll speak to them. Like, there's always a problem. It's never easy to do auditing. It's always something you need to communicate or find out and all that stuff. So you'll do that in the like during the day. You will have meetings. You will have a lot of other stuff also going on if you're not at your computer. But basically 80% of the day you are on your computer, and you just control save a lot, you open a lot of documents, you read a lot, and yeah, so I hope that gives you like an idea of what I would be doing during a day. I just explained today's day, like what I did today. In the future, I will, maybe when it's like a hectic day and more into action, I can go through that day of what I did. But today it was literally sitting and just going through document, like from the top, each document, and just completing it. You sign it off, and then your manager reviews it. They leave you like review notes, like, which is like small notes to change something, or if they don't understand something, and then you change it afterwards. You sync the system so they have the latest stuff on their side as well. But that's basically what I did today. And then I left work, you sync, and then you off, and now I'm sitting here. Also, to also understand that a chartered accountant can basically do very different stuff. Like I said, you can get a chartered accountant that's in auditing, a chartered accountant that's in tax, in valuations, like just in so many different areas in the finance world. I just said that funny. But this is my side of it. And yeah, now we can forget about the work and move forward. Okay, so I quickly came back from Albert Heijn, and I just bought a few things. I did film a little bit in there, but I basically, it's a fly or something, but I basically just bought broccoli, some lettuce, milk, and then one of my favorite fruits, pineapple. That was the only things that I needed, basically just for dinner this evening. I'm not 100% sure what I'll be eating, but the food, oh, I had so much cravings for bad or unhealthy food while I was in the Albert Heijn now. Like, I did take a video of just all the good things, but I was just like, why is those food so unhealthy? Because I was just like, oh, I would love to eat the chocolate now and all of that stuff, but I'm trying to be good. So I think I'm gonna snack on some pineapple now. I bought like an entire tub of pineapple. Okay, so I'm going to start to make myself some dinner. I'm going to fast forward through everything, but I'm gonna grab my broccoli and I'm going to make like a nice, ain't like a plain salad, but I love leaves, so I'll have that. And then my steak. So Okay, so I am all done with my dinner, and you can see it's just a salad, a piece of my fillet, and then some broccoli. Okay, so is it in focus? I can't see properly. I think it is, but I am on my way to the gym. I'm just putting on my tackies, my runners, whatever the hell you call it. Just quickly putting my shoes on. I am doing cardio at the gym. I really can't see. I need to put on my glasses. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm in focus. So it is currently 7:15 in the afternoon now, and I am ready for my gym workout. I'm excited because I just love the way I feel after my workout. I am doing an hour of cardio today, which is half an hour on the cross trainer and then 20 minutes on the just walking on the treadmill because I can't run yet because of my knee injury. And then I will do 10 minutes on the stair climber. So that is my hour workout. It absolutely makes me super exhausted. I just feel I'm not speaking proper English now, so sorry about that. But basically it's a hard workout. I'm just sweaty after that workout, but afterwards I just feel great. So I'm going to go. I won't be filming while I am there just because, you know, it's a busy time in the gym and it's a little bit scary and daunting taking out your camera out in front of everyone. Whoa, goodness me, I am so tired. I'm exhausted. So I just came back from the gym. As you saw, I tried to film as I left and walked back home, but there was a guy walking in front of me, and I think it would have been very awkward if I were like talking to the camera like, hi guys, I am done with my workout. Yeah, but anyway, so I did my hour workout at the gym, and my gym is like literally a 6 minutes walk from my apartment, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. So it's literally like right on my doorstep. So yeah, I just walk there and then walk back once I'm done. I only joined the gym since it's been like summer, so I don't know how it will be once it gets like really cold. Like I was supposed to put on my hoodie, but I was just too hot, and because it is quite cold outside, it's probably like 14 degrees now. Yeah, more or less around there. But it will probably, once I get back from Curacao, which will be in October, I think then you will be seeing a change quite a lot, because this weekend it's 24 degrees, which is still like good summer weather for the Netherlands. But basically I am just going to take a shower now. I'm going to wash my hair. I am going to get dressed in my PJs, and then literally, so it's now 10 to 9, so I usually try to sleep between 10 and 10:30, so that gives me more than enough time, probably like an hour, just to chill. I am watching The Bachelor Australia, and tonight is the final, but I accidentally saw who he chose on Instagram, but I also knew he was going to pick her, so but I still want to see it. I'm a hopeless romantic, so why not watch that? I absolutely love those shows. So yes, I'm literally just gonna jump in the shower, get my stuff ready for work tomorrow, and then jump in the bed and relax. So I'm going to end my video here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it gave you like a little bit of insight into what a normal day in my life looks like currently, and then obviously it will change when it gets winter again. Then I'll give you an update. Yeah, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and then yeah, that's basically it. I will then see you next week in my new video. Bye bye.